Nothing to see though except sea. By morning the seas had calmed and we still had another 120 kilometres to run before getting to Noumea. The waterfront restaurant on deck 7 is at the back of the ship, and for breakfast you are assigned to dine with random people. My choice was the big breakfast, which is deliberately small by shore standards. Lillian had the wild berry and ricotta pancakes, and Simon ordered several breakfasts, and Natasha talked to her son Levi back in Bundaberg, Australia on her phone. On sailing into the New Caledonia reef, the waters got real calm. But of course, by then it was time for morning tea at the Plantation Buffet restaurant. 1 PM, back to the waterfront restaurant for lunch. This time we also dined with Natasha's mother Helen and her cabin mate Sasaki. More gourmet food from the kitchen. As usual, the helpings were small, great for us, but Simon had to order several items to meet his needs. And Lillian settled for fish and chips and ice cream. By the way, New Zealand ice cream is available on board, but it's not complimentary. And we succumbed only once. 1 scoop for Lillian, 3 scoops for me. New Caledonia is a French territory comprising dozens of islands and is surrounded by a 24,000 square kilometre marine lagoon, one of the world's largest. Its population is 262,000 and its currency is the French Pacific franc. The New Caledonia Reef also claims the title of being the second longest double barrier coral reef in the world and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Not everyone was excited about arriving at port. I was more interested in the zip line, while others simply stared into their phones. Some just relaxed in the Deck 12 coffee bar, which made the hottest coffee and also had the friendliest staff. Fantastic, excellent, thank you. The ship enters through a narrow opening in the reef and docks right outside the central business district, so as soon as you get off the ship you're within walking distance of all the main shops. The ship itself is highly manoeuvrable, as it has propellers at the front and the back which can swivel. I don't know how they get the boat to stop. No, there's a next place. The next place there's no wharf. We've always been independent travellers, so seldom book any tours at all on the boat. Generally there's plenty of land tour capacity on these islands, and we decided what to do on disembarkment. I could imagine that in the 1700s, when France imposed their rule, that you could be on the wrong side of the dinner menu if you didn't play your cards right. As disembarkment generated no excitement with us, we waited until the majority of passengers were off before making a move. There weren't any formal customs and immigration activities, and the cruise card and a government-issued ID is all that's required to get on and off the ship. Not surprisingly, all passengers and crew that got off the ship got back on again. No illegal immigrants here.
If you want to do the train, it's selling there $42. 24 for children under 12, and it's leaving 345, will be back 550. Just book ticket there if you want.
The price for the petite train was the same as what you could buy on the ship, so Simon stood in line to buy our tickets.
That's a big ship for any of these things.
Have you on camera?
It's a good shot of the boat, isn't it?
You've got a little window like that, you can see the squid coming, but I think this is joking. You can see the squid.
To the choo-choo train around Noumea. We'll be off for an hour and a half. My name is Thomas, and on my left-hand side we've got Claude, our wonderful driver. I hope you can give a big cheer for him, guys. Thank you very much. Cool, cool, cool. So let's start the tour efficiently, and on your left-hand side here, guys, you've got the casino supermarket, as you can see. Got also nice bar chocolate. That's the place to go to.
Is he getting there?
So, first of all, let me give you a bit of... I'll just give you a few minutes to sort of not listen to my voice, you know. I know it can become a bit annoying after a bit. And you can enjoy the sunset. 300,000 in 2015, 300,000 people. The native population here are the Melanesian Kanaks, which represent approximately 30% of the whole population here. You've all heard about a certain James Cook, Captain James Cook by his name, guys. He discovered, of course, Australia and New Zealand. He also discovered New Caledonia.
The 1.5 hour tour on the choo-choo train takes you through the central business district, a short stop at Mount Coffin, and then down to the Bay of St Marie and around the coast. Then we climb to Uinturo for a look, then back around the bays again via Ansvata, Lemon Bay, and back to the ship.
Made to stay off the streets. A lot of different activities were given here, a lot of music, a lot of art was done, and a lot of people were sheltered here to help out New Caledonia and France to protect themselves, protect Noumea from Japanese invasion. There were 6 altogether given by Australia. That we've got here about the sale of alcohol is that it's completely prohibited on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays afternoon. Welcome to New Caledonia and a sad, sad lives, guys. Speaking about where Monsieur Blanchot went to go and get his water from.
At Uinturo, we stopped to look at the 2 World War II guns, and then it was back to the ship.
Everybody say hi. This is a bit is controlled by the Meridian, so it's very, very clean, very, very nice and unwindy. Here on your left hand side again, guys, we've got the Roof Restaurant. A very, very nice place to go and eat dinner, especially when they put the lights into the water, which attracts loads of little fish, and the little fish attracts white dolphins. So most nights when you're having your dinner. We're now arriving in Lemon Bay, guys. So, Lemon Bay used to be known by another name first. It was known as the Styx Bay.
New Caledonia has 10% of the world's nickel reserves, some 7 million tonnes. It's the world's 5th largest producer, Australia being number 1. However, in recent years, demand for nickel has fallen, resulting in France having to bail out its economy to the tune of $1.5 billion per annum. Wealth is not evenly distributed, with 21% of its people living in poverty. My very first visit to Noumea was on the cruise ship Patrice, and when I left I felt I never needed to come back again. That night on leaving Noumea I had exactly the same feelings.